Alright, so hi everyone, a very good evening to all of you and welcome back once again to another class of PIB Current Affairs. In today's class, we are going to cover the PIB news from 13th to 15th of June 2025. I hope you guys can see me properly and can hear me properly. If yes, please give me a thumbs up. Sairaj and destination, very good evening guys. Please give me a thumbs up if everything is fine. If you guys can see me properly and can hear me properly, then I'll quickly start the session. Good evening, Mahesh, Srishti. Very good evening, everyone. Please give me a thumbs up if everything is fine. If you guys can see me properly and can hear me properly. I hope, my dear friends, the preparations are going well. The notification can come anytime. So please get up yourself for the RBI Grade B examination and NABARD examination this year. Alright, so I think I have a lot of thumbs up, so I should start the class without any delay. And let's talk about the very first question for the day, which says, consider the following statements. Again, yeah. Consider the following statements with respect to green skills focused EV training program launched by Directorate General of Training, and you need to identify the correct statement. So there is a green skills focused EV training program which has been launched by the Directorate General of Training, which works under the Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship. So we'll have to identify correct statements regarding that. So let's talk about this program first and then we'll come back to the question. So it is the Directorate General of Training which works under the Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship in collaboration with Shell India. Shell is an international oil company. I hope you remember that. I hope you know that. Shell is an international oil company and Shell India, of course, is the subsidiary of Shell International. Okay? So in collaboration with Shell India, this program has been launched by Directorate General of Training, right? The objective, as the name says, green skills focused EV training program. So the objective is to equip students and faculty with future ready capabilities in green energy and e-mobility, right? ग्रीन एनर्जी और ई मोबिलिटी में स्टूडेंट्स को और फैकल्टी को ट्रेनिंग प्रोवाइड कराने के लिए दिस पर्टिकुलर प्रोग्राम हैज बीन लॉन्च्ड, राइट? This training program will be implemented by EduNet Foundation. EduNet Foundation is the training partner of Shell India. Okay, so basically Shell India is the company and there is a training partner which is EduNet Foundation which will provide training under this particular program, right? The training will be provided in select ITIs, that is Industrial Training Institutes and National Skill Training Institutes, NSTIs, okay, in 5 states, and which are Delhi NCR, Gujarat, Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu and Karnataka. These 5 states, right? ITIs, Industrial Training Institutes and NSITs, ठीक है, यहाँ पे इन 5 स्टेट्स के ITIs और NSITs में जो ट्रेनिंग है वो प्रोवाइड कराई जाएगी, ठीक है. Now what shall be provided under the training program? First of all, 240 hours advanced EV technician course shall be provided at 4 NSTIs. Then a 90-hour job oriented EV skills course at 12 ITIs equipped with Shell supported labs. Guys, please wait. Please wait. Yes, I'm sorry for this disturbance. Right, let's move ahead. So what are the deliverables under this program? 40 hours advanced EV technician course at 4 NSTIs, 90 hours job oriented EV skills course at 12 ITIs equipped with Shell supported labs, and a 50-hour foundational green skills module at additional ITIs without physical labs. जहाँ पे physical labs नहीं है उनको भी कवर किया जाएगा, ठीक है. The curriculum for these programs, the above mentioned programs, has been jointly developed by Shell India, EduNet Foundation and Director General of Training. तीनों ने मिलके जो करिकुलम है कोर्स का वो प्रिपेयर किया है. Now the initiative not only provides training to the candidates, it will also provide training to the trainers, right? There is a component training of trainers, and under this component over 250 instructors shall be provided training in the green mobility, in the e-mobility and green skills, right? And the certification will also be provided by Shell and DGT. Okay. And last but not the least, a specialized EV electric vehicle skills lab will be established within the selected ITIs and NSTIs to offer hands-on training and expert-led sessions aligned with the industry standards, right? So that's all for this particular program. I hope it is clear. Let's identify the correct statements now. The program has been launched in collaboration with Shell India, bilkul sahi. It will cover 5 states: Delhi NCR, Gujarat, Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, and not Rajasthan. Rajasthan is not there, Karnataka is there. The 5th state is Karnataka. The training will be provided in select ITIs and NSTIs, bilkul sahi. The initiative also includes training of trainers for over 250 instructors, certification co-branded by Shell and DGT, absolutely correct. So the right answer will be option C, only 1, 3 and 4, because we need to identify the correct statements. I request everyone, I urge everyone to please keep a check on whether you have to identify the correct statements or the incorrect statements, ठीक है, because that is something which is very important. वरना दोनों के ऑप्शन होते हैं, क्वेश्चन के अंदर दोनों के ऑप्शन होते हैं, तो इसलिए you need to be very careful regarding this. Question number 2. 20 students have been invited to participate in Sakura program, which is nothing but Japan Asia Youth Exchange Program in Science 2025 from India. Along with 20 students from India, participants from 3 other countries are also invited. Which of the following are the 3 countries? Sakura, it is a Japanese word. It means flowering cherry tree. Right? Flowering cherry tree, खिला हुआ cherry tree. ठीक है, blossom cherry tree, cherry blossom tree, ठीक है. So it is Sakura Science Program, which is also called as Japan Asia Youth Exchange Program in Science 2025. So from India, 20 students have been invited to participate in Sakura Science Program, right? Along with 20 students from India, the students are also invited from 3 other countries, which are Malaysia, Taiwan and Ukraine. Malaysia, Taiwan and Ukraine. Now, what is this Sakura Science Program? What's going to happen under it? So basically, the overall objective is to broaden the intellectual horizons and foster scientific exploration among the young learners. So as you can see, 20 students, 20 school students have been invited, which means it is for the young learners. And Sakura Science Program, which means it must be for scientific exploration. So the students will be provided, the required exposure of science, right, thereby promoting the learning skills among them. Okay. Under this program, the students are invited for short-term visits to Japan. They will be visiting Japan. They will get the opportunity to experience Japan's cutting-edge science and technology as well as its rich culture. So as you know, Japan is far ahead of us in the terms of science and technology, right? Science and technology के terms में जो जापान है वो हमसे बहुत ज्यादा आगे है, राइट? सो जापान की इस कटिंग एज टेक्नोलॉजी का एक्सपीरियंस देने के लिए द स्टूडेंट्स हैव बीन इनवाइटेड. This program is being implemented by Japan Science and Technology Agency since the year 2014, and India was included in this program in the year 2016. Right? Do remember, it is being implemented by Japan Science and Technology Agency since 2014, and India is a part of Sakura Science Program since 2016. All right. I hope it is clear. So let's identify the correct answer. So which of the following are the 3 countries? These are Malaysia, Taiwan, and Ukraine. The right answer is option D, my dear friends. Option D is the correct answer. All right, chaliye, let's move ahead. I hope, my dear friends, there is no buffering. Question number 3. Consider the following statements with respect to the Global Trends Report, Forced Displacements in 2024, released by UNHCR, and you need to identify the incorrect statements. Very important report, especially for the paper economic and social issues. Social issues directly relate, जो social issues का syllabus है directly related है इस particular report से. So you can expect either an objective or a descriptive question based on this particular report. So let's talk about this. It is United Nations High Commission for Refugees, UNHCR. United Nations High Commission for Refugees has released this report, Global Trends Report, Forced Displacement in 2024, and as the title says, this report highlights the key trends and the latest statistics on refugees, asylum seekers, internally displaced and stateless people worldwide. Okay? Now what is HCR? UNHCR. So remember, UNHCR is the nodal agency across the globe to protect the refugees, to protect the asylum seekers, to provide refuge to the people who have been forcibly displaced, right? And it was established in the year 1950. It is headquartered in Geneva in Switzerland. It is headquartered in Geneva in Switzerland, and Filippo Grandi. Filippo Grandi is the current head of UNHCR, right? Chaliye. Now let's talk about the key highlights. What are the key highlights? How many people have been forcibly displaced across the world? कितने लोग displaced हुए हैं, क्या क्या हुई है? Let's talk about it. So this report says that 123.2 million people were forcibly displaced in the year 2024 due to persecution, due to conflict, due to violence and due to human right violations. राइट और पूरी दुनिया में हम देख रहे हैं आज की डेट में जो हमारा जियोपॉलिटिकल स्टेटस है पूरी दुनिया का बहुत ही ज्यादा खराब है. हर कंट्री एक दूसरे से लड़ रही है. इजराइल ईरान लड़ रहा है, इजराइल गाजा फिलिस्तीन लड़ रहा है. इंडिया पाकिस्तान ने भी लगे हाथों गंगा में हाथ धो लिए, राइट. रशिया यूक्रेन पिछले 3 सालों से लड़ रहा है, ठीक है. और जो इंटरनल डिस्टर्बेंसेस है सीरिया, अफगानिस्तान, यूक्रेन, इनमें जो सूडान हो गया, इन सब में जो इंटरनल डिस्टर्बेंस है वो तो अलग है. सो इसकी वजह से इस इंटरनेशनल डिस्टर्बेंस की वजह से 123.2 million people were forcibly displaced in 2024. And we generally talk about the technology, the AI, the economic benefits. So no, देखो ये सब बातें टेक्नोलॉजी, एजुकेशन, इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ, इकोनॉमिक डेवलपमेंट, these are useless for those people, those 123.2 million people who were forcibly displaced from their original place. ठीक है जी, उनके लिए कोई मैटर नहीं करता. आप उनको उनकी जगह से हटा दे रहे हो. और वो हटने का रीजन भी क्या है? वायलेंस है, ह्यूमन राइट वायलेशंस है, लड़ाई झगड़े, मार पीट, इन सब की वजह से उनको अपने घर छोड़ के जाना पड़ रहा है. तो ऐसे इंसान को अगर आप एआई और टेक्नोलॉजी का ज्ञान दोगे तो कुछ नहीं, वो आपको मारेगा, राइट. तो ये सच्चाई है आज 2025 की भी, ठीक है. हमें मतलब हम जो है आज से 100 साल पहले, जब सेकेंड वर्ल्ड वॉर से पहले जो एट्रोसिटीज पूरी दुनिया में हुई थी, वो आज ऑब्वियसली उतनी नहीं है, लेकिन हाँ एट्रोसिटीज की कोई कमी नहीं है पूरी दुनिया में, राइट. एंड इन फैक्ट दिस नंबर हैज बीन इंक्रीज्ड बाय 7 million people and it has been increased by 6% as compared to the year 2023. Globally, 1 in 67 people were forcibly displaced at the end of 2024. 67 में से एक इंसान फोर्सिबली डिस्प्लेस्ड है हमारी पूरी दुनिया में से. एंड स्लाइटली मोर देन वन थर्ड ऑफ ऑल फोर्सिबली डिस्प्लेस्ड पीपल आर फ्रॉम द 4 countries. These are Sudan, सीरिया, अफगानिस्तान एंड यूक्रेन, राइट. तो ये 4 कंट्रीज ऐसी हैं जहां से approximately 1/3 of the people who have been forcibly displaced belong to, right. Low and middle income countries hosted 73% of the world's refugees and other people in need of international protection. अब देखो यहाँ पे होना तो ये चाहिए था कि जो ऐसे समय पे इंटरनेशनल प्रोटेक्शन किसको देनी चाहिए थी? डेवलप्ड नेशन को या जो वेल टू डू नेशंस है. लेकिन वेल टू डू नेशन साफ बोलते थे भैया हम किसी को नहीं लेंगे, आप निकलिए यहाँ से. ऐसे में लो एंड मिडिल इनकम कंट्रीज ही हैं जो कि रिफ्यूजीज को, असाइलम सीकर्स को सहारा देती हैं. और इसका रीजन एक ये भी है दैट इट इज इजी टू इन्वेड द लो एंड मिडिल इनकम कंट्रीज. ठीक है ना, बहुत आसान होता है क्योंकि वहां पे लॉज, रूल्स, रेगुलेशंस इतने ज्यादा स्ट्रिक्टली फॉलोड नहीं हो पाते बिकॉज ऑफ अ नंबर ऑफ रीजंस. लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल इन केस ऑफ इंडिया का जो बॉर्डर है वो इतना इतना डिफिकल्ट है या फिर इतना जिसे कहते हैं कॉम्प्लेक्स है कि बांग्लादेश से या फिर श्रीलंका से कभी भी कोई भी रेफ्यूजी घुस जाता है. जैसे 1971 से पहले हमने देखा था बहुत मोर देन 1 crore रिफ्यूजीज एंटर्ड इंडिया, राइट. और हमारा ऐसा वो है कि हम किसी को मारते नहीं है, राइट. तो ऐसे ही बहुत सारी लो एंड मिडिल इनकम कंट्रीज हैं पूरी दुनिया में जिन्होंने होस्ट किया है 73% ऑफ द वर्ल्ड्स रेफ्यूजीज. ठीक है, 67% ऑफ रेफ्यूजीज एंड अदर पीपल in need of international protection lived in countries neighboring their countries of origin. ठीक है, ऑब्वियसली अब मैं यहाँ से भाग के जाऊंगा तो कहाँ जा सकता हूँ? मैं यहाँ से भाग के यूएसए तो जा नहीं सकता, ऑफ कोर्स. या तो मैं बांग्लादेश जाऊंगा, नेपाल जाऊंगा, भूटान जाऊंगा, श्रीलंका जाऊंगा. तो नेबरिंग कंट्रीज में ही ज्यादातर लोग जो है वो अपना रेफ्यूज सीक करते हैं. ऑलराइट. एंड कंट्रीज होस्टिंग द हाईएस्ट नंबर ऑफ रिफ्यूजीज, सो जॉर्डन 1 in 18 में से एक इंसान जॉर्डन में रेफ्यूजी है. कुराकाओ 16 में से 1 इंसान, 1 out of 16 person in Curacao is a refugee. 1 in 16 in Chad, 1 in 9 in Aruba, and 1 in 8 in Lebanon, right? And children, this is very surprising. Children अकाउंट फॉर 29% ऑफ द वर्ल्ड्स पॉपुलेशन, पूरी दुनिया का 29% है, लेकिन 40% ऑफ ऑल द फोर्सिबली डिस्प्लेस्ड पीपल आर चिल्ड्रन। पूरी दुनिया में 100 में से 29 बच्चे हैं, लेकिन 100 में से 40 जो डिस्प्लेस्ड हुए फोर्सिबली, उसमें से 100 में से 40 बच्चे हैं। ठीक है, सो इट इज अगेन अ वेरी सरप्राइजिंग फैक्ट फॉर ऑल ऑफ अस। चलिए, लेट्स कम बैक टू द क्वेश्चन। दैट्स ऑल फॉर दिस रिपोर्ट। आई होप इट इज क्लियर। इफ यस माय डियर फ्रेंड्स, प्लीज गिव मी अ थम्स अप। So 123.2 million people were forcibly displaced in 2024 due to persecution, conflict, violence and human rights violations. बिल्कुल सही। There has been an increase in the number of people forcibly displaced by 7% compared to the end of 2023. Not 7 but 6%. Children accounted for 40% of all forcibly displaced person. Yes. And 37% of refugees and other people in need of international protection lived in countries neighboring their countries of origin. It is not 30%, it is 67%. So what will be the right answer? Now this time we need to identify the incorrect statements. So the correct answer will be 2 and 4. And you can see in this question only you have the option 1 and 3. So अगर आपने incorrect और correct को ढंग से नहीं पढ़ा और जल्दी से ऊपर का मार्क कर दिया only 1 and 3, फिर एग्जाम के बाद रिपेंट करने का और परेशान होने का कोई पॉइंट नहीं है। सो ड्यूरिंग द एग्जामिनेशन यू गाइज नीड टू रीड द क्वेश्चंस वेरी केयरफुली। नाउ लेट्स टॉक अबाउट द क्वेश्चंस इन शॉर्ट। द पीपल हु आर अटेंडिंग दिस क्लास फॉर द वेरी फर्स्ट टाइम, लेट मी टेल यू, देयर आर सर्टेन रिलीजेस इन पीआईबी। अच्छा, कई लोगों को तो यही नहीं पता कि पीआईबी क्या है, मैं बता देता हूं। चलो, प्रेस इंफॉर्मेशन ब्यूरो। प्रेस इंफॉर्मेशन ब्यूरो इज द ऑफिशियल वेबसाइट ऑफ द गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया वेयर द गवर्नमेंट प्रोवाइड्स ऑल रिलेटेड न्यूज। ठीक है, now there are certain releases, ministry wise releases इसके अंदर आते हैं। there are certain releases in PIB in which only 2-3-4 sentences are of use। ठीक है, so those 2-3-4 sentences I provide in the form of questions which I call the questions in short। and if you want to have the PDF of this class, my dear friends, just scan this QR code and get the PDFs। and अभी कुछ लोग कमेंट में कह रहे थे that they are not getting the PDF। you are not getting the PDF because you are at the wrong Telegram channel, my dear friend। please scan this QR code। this is the only way to join my Telegram channel। ठीक है, चलिए, और if you still do not get it, so you can just DM me at Mashi Manish, MASHYNA I'll give you the link to the channel or the PDF। and every Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday at 5 PM Madhur Sir is taking the finance current affairs classes, the beautiful ones। question number 4, Ministry of Education has issued, very important question, letters of intent to 5 globally reputed universities from UK, Australia, USA and Italy for establishing branches in India। Which among the following is not one of the 5 universities? The 5 universities, my dear friends, are University of York, Aberdeen, Illinois Institute of Technology, IED, which is Instituto Europeo di Design। ठीक है, and 5th one is University of Western Australia। University of Western Australia is the 5th one। ठीक है, so which of the following is not one among the 5? It is University of Melbourne। the right answer is option E। and all of these 5 universities are in the top 500 of QS World University rankings, right? and a few days ago, a few weeks ago, 2 letter of intents were also issued to the University of Southampton and University of Liverpool from UK as well। ठीक है, so there are total 7 letter of intents which have been issued to the foreign universities to set up their branches in India। ठीक है, and not only this, Indian institutions are also going global। IIT Delhi has established its campus in Dubai, IIT Delhi। IIT Madras has established its campus in Tanzania, and IIM Ahmedabad is planning to establish its campus in Dubai। ठीक है, so Indian institutes are also going global। the right answer is option E। यूनियन मिनिस्टर फॉर पावर, कौन है यूनियन मिनिस्टर ऑफ पावर? मनोहर लाल खट्टर। मनोहर लाल खट्टर इज ऑल्सो द मिनिस्टर ऑफ हाउसिंग एंड अर्बन अफेयर्स। विजिटेड द गोरखपुर हरियाणा अणु विद्युत परियोजना टू रिव्यू द प्रोग्रेस ऑफ द न्यूक्लियर पावर प्रोजेक्ट बीइंग इंप्लीमेंटेड बाय NPCIL, by which year commercial operation of this project is expected to start। so the Gorakhpur Haryana Anu Vidyut Pariyojana will start its commercial operation by March 2031। the right answer is option D। and do remember, if they'll ask you only Gorakhpur nuclear power plant, ठीक है, so ध्यान रखना, it is not the Gorakhpur of UP, इट इज द गोरखपुर इन हरियाणा, ठीक है, प्लीज डू नॉट गेट कंफ्यूज, गोरखपुर यूपी में कोई भी नहीं है, इट इज गोरखपुर ऑफ हरियाणा। Question number 6. Where has the Ministry of Rural Development inaugurated Garuda Aerospace new Agri-drone indigenization facility, which is country's first of its kind hub for the design, manufacturing and rigorous testing of advanced unmanned aerial systems? ठीक है, so where it has been inaugurated? It has been inaugurated at Chennai, and not only this, total 300 centers of excellence. Total 300 centers of excellence have also been inaugurated for drone innovation, research and skill development. Alright, chaliye. Question number 7. Which campaign has been organized by MyGov for strengthening digital communication across ministries and departments and enhancing citizen engagement through platforms such as YouTube, Meta and LinkedIn? So the right answer is Think Social at MyGov. Now this question can also be asked in a way that which organization has launched a campaign Think Social for this particular purpose? In that case the answer would be MyGov. तो आपको पूरा का पूरा ये जो क्वेश्चन में जो भी चीजें मेंशन होती हैं वो सब आपको याद रखना है, ठीक है। चलिए लेट्स टॉक अबाउट क्वेश्चन नंबर 8. The Department of Administrative Reforms and Public Grievances has released the centralized public grievance redress and monitoring system 34th monthly report for the states and UTs for the month of May 2025. I generally do not pick up the monthly monthly reports, but now the exams are approaching, so the monthly reports are also becoming equally important. So according to this 34th monthly report for states and UTs, which state has received the maximum number of grievances in May 2025? It is Uttar Pradesh. पिछले 2-3 महीने से जब से हम इस रिपोर्ट को कवर कर रहे हैं, इट इज ऑलवेज उत्तर प्रदेश विच इज रिसीविंग द मैक्सिमम नंबर ऑफ ग्रीवेंसेस. एंड इफ यू विल बी आस्क्ड दैट विच स्टेट हैज redressed the maximum number of grievances, then also the answer is उत्तर प्रदेश. Of course, because जहां पे सबसे ज्यादा आएंगे grievances, वही सबसे ज्यादा grievance भी redress करेगा. Question number 9. What is the average grievance disposal time in the central ministries or departments from 1st May to 31st May according to 37th report on central ministries or departments published by Department of Administrative Reforms and Public Grievances? It is 16 days. 16 दिन के अंदर जो grievance है वो redress हुआ है in the month of May 2025. And this was the last question for today, my dear friends. आजकल न्यूज थोड़ी सी कम है, बट ठीक है, अच्छी बात है. न्यूज जितनी कम होगी आपके लिए उतना फायदा होगा. बाकी अभी नेक्स्ट मंथ जब हमारा पार्लियामेंट का सेशन होगा, so you guys have to tighten your seat belts because there's going to be a storm of news. ठीक है, a storm of news will be there. ठीक है, चलिए let's now if you have any doubts you can ask me, the people who are attending the live and the people who will be watching the class later. You guys can ask your questions in the comment section and do share the session with your friends, family, neighbors who are preparing for any government examination, because as I told you, PIB is the most authentic source for all the current affairs, all the news related to the government of India. ठीक है, and once again let me tell you, if you want to have the PDF of this class, just scan this QR code and get the PDFs. All right, please give me a thumbs up if you do not have any doubts. Or please ask your queries. पेज टू रिवीजन नहीं हो रहा है, क्या करें? तो करो उसको भाई, करना पड़ेगा ना. देखो अब ये तो नहीं कह सकते हो नहीं रहा तो क्या करें, करो भाई, करना पड़ेगा. एट एनी कॉस्ट यू हैव टू डू इट. As per the latest videos of Madhav sir, there would be only 30-40 seats for RBI. ये तो देखो सबको पता था ना, लास्ट ईयर 60-60, इस साल मैंने आपको स्टार्टिंग में बताया था 40 से 60 के बीच में वैकेंसीज आएंगी. और ऑथेंटिक नंबर तो देखो किसी को भी नहीं पता अभी. ठीक है, किसी को भी नहीं पता. वैकेंसीज कम आएंगी हम सब जानते हैं शुरू से वंशिका. वेयर इज दिस इज नॉट समथिंग विच इज न्यू, एवरीबडी नोज दिस. धनंजय जी, फेस टू रिवीजन करना पड़ेगा, ऐसे काम नहीं चलेगा. चलिए, so if you have any doubts, my dear friends, you can ask me. How many questions can we expect in GK section from PIB and NABARD? In NABARD, in phase 1, for the last 3 years, more than 30, not more than 35 questions out of 40 have been asked. ठीक है, शौर्य. तो if you are targeting NABARD, तो आपके लिए तो PIB मतलब it's like it is the most important source for ESI. चलिए, let's wind it up. I'll see you in the next class, that is on Wednesday, and please do share the session with everyone, and also tell them that every Monday, Wednesday and Friday I am taking the government schemes classes. और PIB पढ़ाते हुए मुझे अब 6 साल हो चुके हैं, so please मतलब आप लोगों को PIB के लिए एटलीस्ट कहीं पे भी जाने की जरूरत नहीं है. For ARD current affairs, Meghna, you do not have to do anything extra for ARD current affairs. In ARD, they are going to ask basic current affairs questions from agriculture, from Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development. So whatever I am teaching you in PIB, that is enough. Along with that, you need to cover certain annual reports, which are meant for the ARD section, like NABARD's annual report you have to cover. Then there is I'm forgetting the names of those surveys. एनिमल हस्बेंड्री का एक सर्वे होता है, ठीक है, वो होता है. एक हैंडलूम सेंसस है, एक एनिमल सेंसस, ऐसी बहुत 4-5 रिपोर्ट्स हैं, वो आपको करनी होंगी. आई विल टेल यू द नेम्स, ठीक है. हाँ, जीके 20 क्वेश्चन का होता है भाई. मैंने NABARD ही बताया है 40, मैंने 35 जो बताए थे आउट ऑफ 40 वो ESI के लिए ही बताए थे, जीके के लिए तो बताए ही नहीं थे जी मैंने. जीके सेक्शन बहुत रैंडम होता है, कहीं से भी क्वेश्चन पूछते हैं, हो सकता है PIB से आए, हो सकता है ना भी आए, ठीक है. चलिए, लेट्स वाइंड इट अप. आई विल सी यू इन द नेक्स्ट क्लास ऑन वेडनेसडे. टिल देन कीप स्टडीइंग एंड कीप स्टडीइंग हार्ड. गुड बाय, टेक केयर एंड गॉड ब्लेस.